Okay, right. Strategies for climate change. Now, I've said this already. This word strategies could also say solutions, or it could say managing to reduce the impact of climate change. The wording can be different, but the answer's going to be the same. Now, what you want to think about with this one, this is at 31 or 36 on your PDF. Look, you get 6 marks in this. If you can give me examples, you're going to get yourself a solid mark. But we can break it down like this. The local ones are maybe the easiest, right? This is what people can do, right? So, like, for example, transport, you can cycle or use public transport to basically reduce fossil fuel consumption. So you need to say what the method is that you're doing, and then like what it's doing, right? So that's reducing fossil fuels from cars because there's less cars on the road. Switching to energy saving project like energy efficient light bulbs, that generates less heat and uses less energy, putting out less CO2. Okay, so far 2 out of 6. All right, recycling and doing food recycling and putting them in these different bins, and Glasgow City Council, for example, the brown bins in your food waste bin. That means that there's less waste in landfill sites and rubbish dumps, but they call them landfill sites. That reduces the emissions of methane, okay? That's the idea behind that. So that's 3 marks out of 6. So if you can just do that, you're already getting half marks, okay? In climate change. Now remember, the other climate change question is going to be the graph or the bar chart or the map. So you need to also be able to do that, all right? National strategies, things that the government are doing, right? So cities like in Edinburgh, they've spent a lot of money on the new tram system to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, okay? Or you get grants for the government to put insulation better in your home, which reduces the amount of energy homes are using. Or you can think about the 5 pence, 10 pence bag charge to reduce the amount of plastic waste, okay? Also, nationally, you get cycle to work schemes where people are given a loan with 0% interest to get a bike so they can cycle to work. Okay, the last one is things like climate change conferences like the Paris Agreement or COP26, okay, where they discuss strategies to like reduce the causes of global warming, okay, and lower their carbon footprint. The other thing you could talk about in terms of this, now we've already done 5 out of 6 at this point, or I actually think we've done 6 out of 6 if we just do that, okay, because we've spoke about the national ones. But if you were really struggling, you can talk about scientific research and observations on CO2 emissions and rising sea level changes and the meltwater at the Arctic. You know, they analyse these things to help promote the awareness of climate change, okay? And this is successful, okay, because it makes people more aware and then buy into these local and national strategies we spoke about. Okay.